Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a super hot topic, one that's not only widely discussed, but also often debated. How can we earn our first million before hitting 30? Let's be real. This is the ultimate question for many young people, right? Who doesn't dream of achieving financial freedom as early as possible? So today, I want to help you uncover the answer by sharing a real life story. Through this story, we'll reveal why some people are able to steadily build wealth, while others end up stuck in financial struggles. Our main characters today are two women, Xiaoqing and Xiao Hong. They graduated in the same year from the same journalism program with similar backgrounds. But 10 years later, their financial situations are worlds apart, over $1 million apart. So, what led to such a huge gap? Let's break it down and find out. Part 1. A Tale of Two Paths, Xiaoqing versus Xiao Hong. Let's start with Xiaoqing's story. Xiaoqing's path to wealth. After graduating, Xiaoqing joined a specialized financial news outlet. Her job involved interviewing entrepreneurs, financial experts, and industry leaders. Being immersed in this environment, she gained valuable knowledge about economic trends and investment strategies. She didn't let that knowledge go to waste. Starting with the basics of personal finance, she gradually ventured into small investments in stocks and funds. Over time, her wealth grew steadily. Fast forward 10 years. Xiaoqing has purchased her own home and achieved partial financial freedom through consistent investment returns. She's now a happy, independent single woman living life on her own terms. Xiao Hong's path to debt. Xiao Hong, on the other hand, chose what seemed like a more glamorous path. She started her career in general news reporting, but later transitioned to a job at a trendy fashion magazine. Her work involved attending fancy parties, trying luxury products, and writing reviews. While her lifestyle looked dazzling on the outside, it came with hidden traps. She developed a habit of splurging on luxury goods, designer bags, high-end cosmetics, expensive outings, using her credit card. Over time, she fell into serious debt. Now, 10 years later, Xiao Hong doesn't own a home. She still rents and has racked up tens of thousands of dollars in credit card debt. The wealth gap between Xiaoqing and Xiao Hong is staggering, over $1 million. It's shocking, isn't it? Part 2. The core reason behind the wealth gap. Xiaoqing and Xiao Hong's story illustrates one simple but brutal truth. Xiaoqing used her income to buy assets that appreciate in value, like property, stocks, and funds. Xiao Hong, however, spent her income on depreciating goods, like luxury items and unnecessary expenses. This reminds me of a famous quote from Rich Dad, Poor Dad. The rich use their income to buy assets that generate more income, while the poor spend their income on liabilities, ultimately accumulating debt. Every financial decision we make shapes our future. If you choose to invest in your future, your wealth will grow. But if you choose to overspend, you may end up in debt. Part 3. Credit cards, a double-edged sword. Speaking of debt, let's talk about a financial trap many people overlook: credit cards. Credit cards are convenient, yes, but if used improperly, they can quickly turn into a financial black hole. Here's an example. Imagine Xiao Kun has $20,000 in savings and earns a 20% annual return through investments. After 5 years, her wealth grows to $49,800. Now imagine Xiaohua owes $20,000 in credit card debt with a high interest rate. After 5 years, her debt also grows to $49,800. The wealth gap between these two scenarios? A jaw-dropping $99,600. If you must use a credit card, here are 2 tips. 1. Avoid debt at all costs. Pay off your balance every month. 2. Use credit cards wisely. Take advantage of perks like cashback or travel insurance, but don't spend recklessly. Remember, a credit card is a tool, not a license to overspend. Part 4. Cars, the money pit for young people. Now let's talk about something most young people don't realize is draining their finances: buying a car. Here's the truth. Cars are not assets. They're liabilities that lose value over time. Let me explain with an example. Imagine a 25-year-old buying a $100,000 car. Between monthly loan payments, insurance, fuel, and maintenance, they're shelling out about $2,000 every month. That's a huge chunk of money gone. Now, what if instead of buying a car, this person invested that $2,000 every month? In just 5 years, they'd save $120,000. And with smart investments, they could potentially double that amount. So before you decide to buy a car, ask yourself this critical question. Is this car an asset that will grow my wealth or a liability that will drain it? It's all about perspective and making smarter choices. Part 5. The Golden Decade, 25 to 35. Finally, here's a key takeaway you absolutely need to remember. Your 20s and early 30s are your golden decade for building wealth. Why? Because time is your greatest ally, and compound interest is like magic for your money. Here's an example to show you how powerful starting early can be. Xiaofu begins saving $1,000 a month at age 25. Assuming a 10% annual return, by the time he's 35, he will have accumulated $191,000. Now let's look at Xiaoman. She starts saving the same $1,000 a month, but only at age 35. By the time she's 55, she will have saved $496. But here's the shocking part. By 55, Xiaofu's total wealth will be $1.28 million, more than double Xiaoman's. The lesson? Start early. Every year, you wait is like leaving free money on the table. The earlier you begin, the bigger the difference it makes. Closing thoughts. All right, that's it for today's video. Through Xiaoqing and Xiaohong's story, I hope you've realized that your financial future depends on the decisions you make today. From the moment you receive your first paycheck, you're shaping your wealth journey. The question is, will you choose to invest in your future, or will you spend recklessly on the present? The choice is entirely in your hands. If you found today's tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more practical and actionable financial advice. Next time, we'll explore even more exciting ways to build wealth and achieve your financial goals. See you in the next video. Bye for now.